My name is Abby Avila. I use they, them, she, her pronouns, and I'm here at Casa Orgullo on behalf of Planned Parenthood Texas Votes as a volunteer talking about sex ed and the Texas Ledge. We're making sure that we show our love to our community just through making a space for each other, having a space to create together, write love letters to each other, color some sweet coloring pages for each other. With our presentation, we talked about different aspects of sex ed that people often don't consider as part of sex education. We oftentimes look over just the entire role of consent and what boundaries can look like. Sex for people of varying identities looks very different, so talking over definitions that aren't necessarily concrete, but shift between relationships and between partners, and just making sure that this information is, of course, gender neutral, but also free of stigma, because sex is a part of everybody's lives and almost everybody has sex. And even if a person doesn't, there's still information out there about what a healthy relationship looks like outside of what sexuality is. So right now, the Texas Ledge, there's like a bad bill right now about sex ed, and Texas is very abstinence only. However, with this bill, they want to even have parents opt in for that kind of sex education. So it's already really hard for students to have that kind of education, and then they're putting an additional barrier on the parents to have them say yes in order for their children to receive this education. That's one bad bill. Another bad bill is they're trying to put more attacks on just people just trying to get their medication. One of the bills is it would allow any healthcare provider to refuse services or refuse to refill a prescription based on personal belief. So this could be birth control, this could be hormone therapy, and this just really opens the floodgates for anything. Some of the good bills, though, is Rosie's Law. Rosie's Law, this is another time that they're putting it in the ledge, and hopefully with expanding Medicaid, we can make sure that people, regardless of their zip code, are able to access healthcare, regardless of their income. Abortions are super safe now. So one of the QR codes that we have on the presentation is just a simple scan to the Texas government website where a person can fill in their personal information, where they're registered to vote, and after filling in that information, it will pop up a list of who represent them. Just knowing who represents you can help you get a better understanding of the lay of your local laws, because it's incredible how different laws are being legislated here versus maybe like Austin. So it's important to see how our legislators are writing laws. What bills do they support? What bills do they not support? What bills do you think they might support and you think that they might be interested in, and how to connect with them? And they represent us, and they can be reached at any hour of the day, even through voicemail. So if a person is scared to talk to someone on the phone, they can just leave a message and it would still get through to them. And the person doesn't have to end it at one phone call. They can just call again and again and again, send an email, send a fax, show up to their office, show up with a group of friends. In there, we had almost everyone in there had the same reps. So we could hypothetically all leave here right now and then write letters to them. So it's kind of incredible when we see the kind of power that we have all together.